Alright guys, so on my bench here is the Parrot Disco, and this Ultra RC video is going to be all about it. So let's crack right into it. Alright guys, so here it is, the Parrot Disco in all its glory. Now before I show you how awesome this thing is and what the footage of this thing actually looks like, I'm just going to give you a bit of an overview about how this thing all works and what comes in the box and stuff like that. So basically, this thing advertises 45 minutes flight time. That is a lot of flight time for a remote control plane like this. I think that's really impressive and a good feature of this plane. Now, it does record in full HD onto its internal memory of 32 gigabytes. And that's pretty cool that it comes with the included 32 gigabyte memory. And it comes with a cable you can use to get it off from this to your computer or something so you can view the footage. I think that's pretty cool that it's that easy to really film and get footage. And when you take off, it automatically starts recording. So there's no hassle and it's just super easy to get the footage of this plane. I think that's really cool. So, not only does this thing record and give you the files of the footage that it films, but it also sends it back with Wi-Fi. It has two antennas on the bottom. Sends it through Wi-Fi to your remote. You can plug this into your phone and get the app called FreeFlight Pro. You have to enable GPS for it to actually work, but you can plug that in and then you can see what it can see through Wi-Fi at real time, right? Then you can put it on this little mount onto your remote so you can fly like this, see what it can see and then in real life, or you can put it into the goggles. This doesn't really work that great. That's kind of a bit disappointing, to be honest, because it zooms in. There's sort of just two little boxes. It's pretty crappy, but it's cool that it has that option, you know. So that's cool. What else can I say? Well, before you fly this, you're going to have to charge the included 3-cell 2700 milliamp battery and the remote. And the cool thing is, I like this. I was pretty impressed. It comes with the charger and two cables. One cable you plug in and charge the remote, and another cable you plug in to charge the battery. When they're both charged, it shows a green light when it's charged and red light when it's not charged, which is super easy to understand. I like it when they do that. And then you just plug this in, turn it on, press down the on button here. This is also an airspeed indicator. So the air goes in and it tells you on the FreeFlight Pro app how fast your plane is going. That's pretty cool. And to take off with this, it's super easy. You just press the takeoff button, let go of it, it flies up 15 meters and it just circles around until you're ready to steer it around. If it goes out of range, it just comes back to you. It's that easy. When you want to land, press the land button, make sure you have lots of room and it automatically goes into the wind. How cool is that? Alright, so nothing else to say. Let's go out and I'll show you how absolutely awesome this thing is. Let's roll the footage now. Alright guys, so that was the footage that I got with the Parrot Disco. That means that now we can do the review on this remote control plane. So the first thing I want to mention, which I didn't mention before, was that this actually folds up. Look at this. The wing just pops out like this, and so does the other one. And that's because there's no electronics inside the wings. It's all inside here. So the servos are back here, and it's got these little control horn things here. Well, it's just absolutely awesome, right? I think that's a great feature. And it's good because now it actually, you know, fits in the frame of the camera. Now, another awesome thing about this, like one of the best things about this, in my opinion, is that it flies for 45 minutes on this little battery. That means that you can pretty much fly all day, because you could charge a battery in the time it takes you to fly one, and then you can just get a lot of footage. And I only flew this for 10 minutes, and I got all the footage that I needed. So that's, you know, I was getting bored. You're going to get bored before this thing flattens, which is absolutely awesome, and that's a great feature. So you probably saw in that flight video how this got stuck in a tree. And that's because I went behind the hill, it lost range, and it's fine because this thing normally flies back on its own. But the thing is, because it was behind the hill, it flew towards me and went into the tree, unfortunately. But it was easy to get back because it has a GPS in it, so my phone told me it was 500 meters away. It's supposed to have a 2-kilometer range, but that's only if you're pointing in the direction of it, and obviously if there's no hill in the way. So anyway, it got stuck in the tree. I knew exactly where it was because my phone told me. I went to the tree and it was all the way at the top beeping at me, so I knew exactly where it was, which was great, right? So what I had to do was get my drone and fly it over, shake it, and it fell down half the way, and then we had to use the rock climbing gear to climb up and get it down, which is a bit of a hassle, but it's great that I knew exactly where it was and I didn't lose it. I got the footage and it's all in one piece. The wings popped out a bit, which is great, so they didn't get absolutely broken. There's a bit of a scratch here, but overall the whole thing's fine. As far as the footage that it got, I was pretty happy with it. I only could use the straight bits because as soon as it turned, when you turn, it goes on a bit of an angle, so you can't really use that. You can only use the straight shots when you sort of let go of it and it flies itself. But it is cool because you can look down, which you can't really do with other drones and things without, you know, falling. So this can fly along and just keep looking down, which is a great feature, and does have 3-axis stabilization. But the real question is, should you get this? Well, I think that if you've already got remote control planes and things, you may as well just get a little cheap Runcam action camera or something to stick on there, or if you want FPV, you can get a Runcam Split or a Foxeer Mix, stick it on there, and then you can get the footage, and though you can't look around, you can just put it down, have a flight, and then you got the footage, if that makes sense. You don't really need to be able to look down halfway through the flight. It's great that this is made for beginners, you know, it comes with the charger, it's easy to fly, you just press a button and it flies itself, you're not going to lose it, you don't have to have much skill to fly it, and it comes with the goggles. The goggles is pretty crap, to be honest. I wouldn't really use that at all. It's a bit laggy, but at least when you use the whole screen of the phone on the remote there, it's a good resolution. So I think it's good for beginners, but if you've already got remote control planes, there's not really much point having this. But it is a great product, and I'm very happy with it, and it's good for getting the shots if you want a nice straight shot of something. It's absolutely awesome. So, thanks for watching this awesome Ultra RC video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss any more, and remember the comment section's down below, so if you want to know anything else about this. I felt like this review was a bit quick, and that's probably because it was. But anyway, thanks for watching, remember to use the comments, and I'll see you around later.